Struggle with not feeling confident about yourself? Many of us, honestly, maybe most of us struggle with those kinds of feelings at one point or another throughout life, or maybe even at multiple points in life, right? It can happen in social settings, right? When we're around certain types of people, it's like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I fit in with this group, or am I good enough to step into that meeting? It can help, in professional settings, it can rear its head. It's like, am I an imposter? I got the job, but do I really deserve to be here? All of these kinds of things, and lots of other areas of life where a lack of confidence can rear its ugly head and, can actually cause problems with us. So what do we do about that? Well, I want to share a passage from the scriptures that deal with this, right? The Apostle Paul was someone who, I read about him and he just looks like a confident kind of person. But he says something that I think is really helpful in speaking into this question about what do I do when I don't feel confident. And so the Apostle Paul, this is in 2 Corinthians, and in 2 Corinthians, he's talking about this difficult time that he's going through. Like he's going through a hard time, and he has prayed multiple times, and he's asked God for relief from this difficulty that he's going through. And God says something, I think, challenging to him, but I think in a lot of ways instructive to us. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 9. And so this was God's response to Paul praying for relief. And in verse 9 he says, "But he said to me, my grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. Therefore," now this is Paul talking, "now, therefore, because of that, I will boast all the more gladly in my weakness. So that," here's why I'm going to boast. "I'm going to boast in my own weakness, so that the power of Christ may rest upon me." I love this verse because it helps put its finger on something important to us as it deals with this lack of confidence. And it's this: where does your confidence lie? Or what's the source of your confidence? Or where does it come from? Does your confidence ultimately rest on myself? I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, I'm capable enough, I deserve to be here? Or, as Paul would encourage us, he would say, no. That's not the place where you should rest your confidence, because the truth is, in lots of different situations in life, you're going to let yourself down. It's like, oh my gosh, I wasn't smart enough, I did mess up, those kind of things. It's like our confidence in our own self is not rock solid. But Paul would say, no. Rest your confidence on the fact that you are known by God, that you're loved by God, that you belong to Him, because God is an expert at using even our weakness to accomplish His good purposes in us. So what do I do when I don't feel confident in myself? I change where I rest my confidence. God, I'm going to step into this situation. I'm going to go into this. I'm going to begin this new relationship and all this kind of stuff. And I'm going to go in there with confidence, not because I'm so confident in myself, but God, because my confidence is resting on the fact that I belong to you. God, that I am yours. God, that you are powerful, you are wise, and you are with me, helping me become the person you've created me to be, and empowering me to do the things that you've created me to do. God, I can walk into this situation with confidence because my confidence, it doesn't rest on me, but ultimately it is rooted in you.